Hi everybody, it's Diane here for a junk session, which I haven't done that for a while. Let's see, space here and here. This probably would look dumb. Yeah, and this is not that old don't think book thing, so I can think if I want. If I have a big thinking need, it's okay. But I doubt it because it's first thing in the morning. Oh, what about that? Well, the last couple days it's been jeans and jacket and very cool. It's supposed to warm up more today and then kind of stay warm, I think. Which should be kind of nice. I think after today I want to plant my flower seeds and the few annuals I bought, which I need a couple more, but did not get them yet. And yes, I'm being a little limited or limiting because of the upcoming locusts. I don't want to have to go out there and water for a long time. Okay. This is silly. It's an old-fashioned orange juice squeezer. And as you can see, I fussy cut it and I don't really remember why. I think it was by a set of bowls I put in the glue book, and possibly I just decided not to waste it. I don't know. I don't like that. The strategy was to improve. I found that in a magazine a long time ago, and for some odd reason I've never used it. Diane's never felt that was what she wanted to do. I don't know. But that looks good there. And then this tree, it's not chunky, but I cut it for, I think it was journal cards that I did not film and wound up not using it. And because it's kind of small, I didn't want it getting lost or the trunk broken off or something in my stash. So let's just put it in here. Diane, you can explain every little thing? Probably. What else does one talk about? That's too realistic with that stuff. I think the rest of the stuff is kind of too large. Okay. Now here's some room. This is a part of a paper bag. And I just thought it was cool because it's an old carriage, but I probably wouldn't put it on anything else. Diane, why don't you move it over so you're not reaching across everybody? Well, I could hear someone cutting their lawn. It's awfully early for that. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm sorry if you have a lawn service or you own a lawn service. But I don't know. No matter if it just rained a half hour ago, they show up and cut your... Not mine. I don't have one. But I have several neighbors that have it. And it's like, it just rained. They're cutting the grass. I don't get it. I know they're on a schedule and all that, but it just rained. Okay, Diane, you tell them how to run their business. Okay, I will. And I'm sure they'll listen. Well, a 1978, I believe it was, stylish boot. Ah, that's too dark. Well, shall we move on? The stuff that's staring at me isn't really, I was just thinking, I had found more Celestial Adventures. I just thought it was kind of funny. And I thought I'd put it in that new Don't Think book that you haven't seen. Maybe I should put the sun with that. Makes sense, right? No. Alright, let's see what we have over here. Maybe the boot can go with this. Okay. And if you watched my Judy Holliday Dean Martin collage, I put the original little picture in here. Collage video. How do you watch a collage? Well, I suppose you could just stare at it. No, it's still the same. Still a potato. That's a Simpsons reference. Alright. No locusts yet. Which actually I'm kind of surprised. This is May 15th. Well, let's put them by them. Isn't that fun? That's an old magazine illustration. Although I thought the guy looked a little like, what's his name? Dagwood Bumstead, Arthur Lake, the TV show. Well, movie. They made movies too. Blondie. I remember those being on TV a lot when I was a kid. Blondie and Dagwood. I won't sing. You just did, Diane. Ooh, it was off key too. That's why I don't sing too much. Okay. Nah. Okay, it's just a little scrapbook paper, but I thought it was cute. Oh, okay. I was just trying to think. What was Blondie Dagwood? What was their dog's name? I think it was Daisy. Okay. I know everyone else is thinking the same thing. Okay. My glue stick is getting to the ends. It's getting all mushy. I still maintain these Elmer sticks are mushier than they used to be when I first started buying them. I don't know. They didn't check with me. Oh, that would be nice. That wouldn't come up with it. No. Well, we can forget it. I could cut around it, which is not going to work too well. Let's just forget that, okay? Scrapbook paper too, and it's nice. There's nothing wrong with that, but I've had it sitting in my stash of stuff for a long time and I'm not using it, so same with that. I like it, but it's been sitting and sitting and sitting. Okay. This is scrapbook paper too. Which this, to be honest, has been sitting too long, but I kind of felt like, where would I ever use it? I had cut something, beyond it, and it came out with it. It's cute. It's a pretty rainbow. Can you tell that it's got a little bit of floral flowers in there? I don't know if you can see that. Take my word for it. Well, I was wondering if I want something under this scallop before I glue it down. But I don't think of the stuff I have here. Well, what about that? Okay. More scrapbook paper. Is that right? Could be a little lower. Okay. And if I don't glue every one of these little points, they'll come up. And it'll bug some of us. Which I rarely go back and look at these books anyway, so I'll never know the difference, right? I don't have time. Okay, gluey glue paper. Is that glaring? Not too bad. You should have thought about putting it under this side too, Diane. Yep. Guess you're wondering why in the world I would save this. My dad's yard used to have a witch hazel tree. It's not there anymore, but it just made me think of that. Okay. And where else would I put information on witch hazel trees than a junk journal? I suppose a garden journal. I don't have one though. Well, that's painting myself into a corner. Yeah, first time for everything, right? Well, this is going relatively quickly. 14 minutes. Oh, not as quick as I thought. That's not dumb. It's kind of pretty. Let's do that. We still have our orange juice squeezer. I have an old glass one that was my grandma's. And that's the only reamer type thing I have that I've ever used since I've been married. We have not literally, so that was kind of funny, but we'll put it there. Okay, well, let's put the chair down. I thought that was nice. I have a wicker set on my, I have a 3-season porch that's like a 1.5-season porch really. But anyway, it's white and it does need painting. It's starting to chip. The paint's starting to chip. So I imagine I'll just do it white someday because of the other decor out there. But wouldn't it be cool to do something like that? And I had thought years ago, wouldn't it be cool to paint it black? Paint it black and then put some really splashy, dark but hot pink and oranges, some kind of print as the cushions. Wouldn't that be cool? I think so. But I probably won't do that because it really won't match the rest of the room. But think about it. If you're repainting wicker furniture, go ahead and use that idea. And the way projects go around here, I won't get to it for a couple years anyway. Well, if it was just painted paint, regular paint, I would do it. But I think to make it easier on yourself, you're supposed to use spray paint. And I can take a little spray paint smell, but to really do some large piece, it's gonna probably give me a headache. Which means my husband has to do it, which means he'll never get done. Okay. Are you listening, dear? Okay, guys, I think that's it. We now know the status of Diane's wicker furniture. Isn't that interesting? It's kind of cool. Old carriage. And then these pages. Those are kind of neat. And what do we put here? Oh, this was out of that bird book when I was doing my Nighthawks collage. I kept that. Okay, folks, remember the strategy is to improve. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.